to figure it out on Facebook. And we're live. There you go.
Oh man, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
Wait a minute, we're going right now.
Yep.
Oh shit! Whatever.
All right, and you know what? We live on Instagram too. Yeah.
What up, Instagram?
What's popping? Hold on, let me see. Yep. Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it. You're commenting. All right, let me see the Facebook.
Yep. We saying live on Instagram.
Yep.
Episode 98,
live, baby. I'm trying to see.
Oh, we're going on the Facebook now too, huh? All right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Hi, Mom. If you're on Facebook, hey, Mom. What's up, Auntie? Make sure you like and subscribe. You better be liking.
Oh yeah. Keep them in the thing real quick while I'm checking to see.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the TS Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Technically speaking, Nation. I didn't want to say TSNN because that sounds a little bit too many.
That sounds
like dynamite, right?
Okay, I think it is showing that we're live on. There we go. Okay, we live on the Facebook.
We live on the Instagram. I know that.
Here we go.
Live on the gram.
And we live on your mama. No.
I mean,
Hey,
sharing it out on my Facebook. All right, there we go. All right, everyone. Hey, welcome to Technically Speaking, man. As Corey was saying, man, the Technically Speaking Nation, not to be trying to steal from Millennial Nation at all. It's right? All love, you know what I mean?
Bad. I knew I got a nation from somewhere. Sorry.
Hey man, we did get a lot of new love on Facebook. So everyone on Facebook that tapped in with us recently, man, shout out to y'all, man. Hey, man.
Fam.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Welcome.
With us. Yeah. So real quick, we are Technically Speaking, man. We got the co-host, Miss Bobby with an I, cause Y is for a guy. How you doing, man? Say what's up.
All right. What's up? Listen, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you click like, subscribe, follow us if you haven't already. We appreciate the love, and make sure to drop us some comments as we're all offering our opinions up on all the wonderful subjects that we've got going on for this week's episode. Just give us your feedback. Let us know what's going on. We welcome everybody's opinions.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And then next
up, technical difficulty.
Game plan. You said that you haven't technical. We have technical.
Yeah, I'm looking online and I'm like lagging big time online. So I think I'm gonna switch it out. I'm gonna go with the tablet.
He go have to switch it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it out. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, man.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep this show going while he figures that out. That is the OG millennial right there, Mr. Donald Rumpf. He got to log back in. You know,
let me not do that.
Corey. Next co-host, we got Mr. Corey over here.
Hold on, let me do it the right way. We got the man with the game plan, Mr. Corey Giovanni, man. Say what's up, dog.
You already know who it is. It's your man with the game plan, like my bro G-Mo said, and my sis Bobby with an I, because a Y is for a guy.
Yes.
And you know, we waiting for OG Rump to get on it.
Yeah, man. OG Millennial. We got the OG Millennial. He's coming back. And then myself, I'm Geronimo. So that's the whole, for those that just tapped in with us recently, man, just wanted to make sure y'all know who we were. But we're gonna jump to it, man. Hey, this was an exciting weekend, Corey. This was an exciting weekend. It was a major release from Marvel this weekend, man. It was Spider-Man: A Brand New Day. So the question I got for y'all, straight just jump into it. Is it good? Is it a treasure or is it a trash? Well, is it treasure or is it trash? Is the movie any good, Corey?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, if you tell me, I like it. Damn it, I like it. Okay, Spider-Man. This movie to me was the best Spider-Man ever. I done seen all, I think 12 Spider-Mans. And when I say 12, let me break it down to you. You know, we got Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Then we had Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. So that's 7, right? And so then we had the Spider-Man. Then we had the Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, and then we had Brand New Day. So that's 11. And then we had Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, and we had Across the Spider-Verse. I think that's a total of 12. And then we had Brand New Day, right? 13 Spider-Mans. Can I be honest with you? And 13 is my favorite number because I was born on the 13th.
That's what we here for, man. We need that honesty, man. Be honest.
Yeah, you know, great movie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jean Grey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. And if you don't, I'm gonna tell you. That's Jean Grey from the X-Men. Sadie Sink, you did your thing. Okay. If you're mad, be mad at your mama, not me. Also, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to how they made it seem, the commercials made it seem like we gonna get the Sinister Six. Man, through the first 15 minutes, all the enemies were just gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Light work.
I was like, if this movie is gonna be bad, I'm like, damn it, Sony, y'all did a good job hyping this up. But the movie was great. It was great. I was like, damn. And you know what I realized?
What?
Sony, whenever y'all have a bad movie out that's not a Spider-Man, bring in a Spider-Man. Just make another. Like, you know, you had Madam Web. We was disappointed at Madam Web. That was
a horrible movie, man.
I think
2 hours of my life I can't get back.
Bruh, can't get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. I was mad at him. I went in. I was like, this better not be no Madam Web-ish. But I didn't say ish. I flipped the words about, right? And
oh man, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It was pretty good. It was pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Banner. You know what I'm saying? Jean Grey was mind screwing everybody. Literally, I was like in the theater. I was like, is he in there?
Yeah,
he's in there.
I was like in the theater. I was like, she mind effing everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say the F word. You know.
Who is Jean Grey?
Sadie Sink.
Jean Grey.
So for those,
are you saying like who was that character wise or who played her?
No, I was guessing as I was just hopping on and hearing your description. My guess is Jean Grey. You're talking Jean Grey.
Yeah,
millennial. But we already started our spoiler review of the brand new Spider-Man and Brand New Day. Nah, man, I agree with you. It was a great movie, man. They misled us a lot in the trailers, like as they do all the time. Marvel, great movie, man. I agree with a lot of what I've heard out there. That what's the actor's name? The main actor's name that plays Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
No, Tom Holland.
Yeah, dude, that's like some of his best acting ever. He was I think he did the best job of being that emotional hurt Peter Parker that we know from the comic books. Because that dude deals with a lot of pain, man.
Yeah, man.
And you felt that pain in the way he was acting. That boy was acting, man. That boy was acting. He killed it. And like, dude, it was so dope. The only thing though, it was like, and Marvel is known for doing this, man. It was like a low-key prequel to what's coming for X-Men, right? It was a lot of plot building and plant seeding for X-Men and stuff that was going on. Now, spoiler alert for real, for those who haven't seen it yet. You should have went and saw it. You had since Thursday to see it. So if you ain't see it, just spoiler alert, because we about to spoil everything.
Like I said, get mad at your mama, not me.
Get mad at your mama.
That's right.
Yo, like there was so many Easter eggs for the X-Men, man. And one of the major things, the head of Damage Control, he's an actual X-Men villain. So when they said his name, I was like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. And then when Peter Parker was having that conversation with Dr. Banner about the inhibitor, and Banner was trying to warn him, like, how do you know which parts to turn off, right? How do you know which ones are good or bad? That was really like, and I was like, oh, that's it right there. Yeah. That's the mutant ability inhibitor. Like Peter Parker inadvertently created was gonna eventually evolve into the mutant ability inhibitor as we get into the mutant saga. Like they was laying all of that down. And even towards the end, the dude was like, well, you know, thanks to Spider-Man, I can now turn your mutant abilities off. Well, he didn't say mutant abilities, but he was like, I could turn your powers off.
Bro.
Quote unquote, mutant abilities. So it's kind of,
And so, man. And you know, the wrong person get a hold of that, then you're going to have, that's where the X-Men come into play. Because we know from watching the X-Men show, the cartoon, there's people on there that are half mutants, but they act like they're not mutants.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to X-Men 97 season 2, by the way. That was if that was the reference you made right there, because that was X-Men 97. Right? Okay, I'm there with you.
You picking up what I'm putting down? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yep. Did you get a chance to go see the movie, Bobby?
Man, I'm watching it tomorrow. But listen, it don't even matter, because you know what? I'm already a Marvel fan. I already like Spider-Man. I love the Marvel movies, so I'm on board with it. I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like all butthurt because I hear something. It's cool, man. Tell me what's up. Me and the kids are gonna go enjoy it regardless of what I hear or see, man. So yeah, it's all good. But listen, here in San Antonio, it was a busy box office weekend.
It was packed, all right, yo. It was packed. I went Sunday on the 7th. It was packed.
This Spider-Man just blew out the whole box office with its like total ratings. I think it was like over 930 million globally. Yeah, you know, and so just worldwide, that's a
930 million.
930 million global
over the weekend.
It wasn't even the top rate. It's not even the top grossing yet either. It still has a chance to make number one.
Yeah, to shoot. I think right now Avatar, because I looked at the list today, Avatar is still on top, the very first Avatar. So it still has time.
Opening weekend.
It hit almost $1 billion in the first weekend.
$1 billion the first weekend. We still got time.
Check Black Panther. The very first Black Panther.
Nope, Black Panther is still at the bottom of that list. I promise. Titanic is above Black Panther, far above Black Panther. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing is, I do know that it is the number one movie. It surpassed Endgame for the number one box open weekend. It's at 362, and Endgame was at 357 million.
Is that domestically?
That's domestically.
Okay.
In America. You know what I'm saying?
These people know what they're doing. When they begin to mix like Marvel Universe with X-Men, they know what they're doing. They're tapping into that big millennial audience, but also bringing in new, fans for the show, which is gonna, increase their marketing and their merchandise. It's gonna go from just watching a movie to actually being interested in maybe buying the comics. Then you go and buy a shirt.
Yeah, because they always have a backup plan to where they gonna get themselves with the merchandise before the movie even drops. So that way, if it does crappy, they still made their money through the merchandising. Good point. Just a quick redirect though. So it's all Marvel Universe. It's just that previously, up until now, Fox owned the X-Men IP, so Marvel couldn't use it. But Marvel's way around that was, let me just buy Fox. So Disney bought Fox, and it was like, here you go, Marvel, have at it.
Everything is owned by the mouse.
Everything. Almost. Damn near. But no, good point, man. But Sony ain't letting go of Spider-Man. That's why there's a collab with Sony and Marvel.
That Spider-Man is their savior, literally.
That's cash cow, man. That's the cash cow. What's your take on the Spider-Man movie? I know you said you wasn't gonna go see it. Did you get a chance to go see it, or did you change your mind?
No, I didn't go watch it, but I watched so many different podcasters giving their spoilers and insights, just like you guys are doing right now, so I could be prepared for the conversation, right? And so yeah, I feel like I watched the movie. So I didn't watch the movie though itself. I am waiting for it to either hit Amazon, and it looks like I'm lagging and trailing a little bit still, but I'm waiting for it to hit. Cool. I'm waiting for it to hit Amazon, or maybe even I might wait until Disney, just because this particular Spider-Man, it never really drew me to want to go to the theaters to go watch it. I haven't watched any of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans in the theaters, right? I'm more of a Spideyverse guy. I'm waiting for that to come out to the theaters personally. But from what I saw,
June 18th.
There it is, man. But from what I saw from all the different clips and everything, man, it seemed like a very cinematic movie, like very dramatic. A lot of Peter Parker finding himself, being alone, solo, discovering more of the inside. I like how they tied in the X-Men. I like how they one of the interesting things I was listening to about was the Caller, right? Like they were talking about the Russian girl, right? Black Widow's sister, right? When she was locked up, or one of them was locked up, there was like the Caller, and it was supposed to be the Caller that they were using for the mutants when they were rounding up all the mutants. And so so many, like you said, like Easter eggs I learned from just listening to people talking about it, right? So I feel like I'm very well prepared for the Doom movie coming out. But what it did intrigue me to do the most was I just got finished watching the Venom movie, the new Venom Last Dance, because I'm curious to see where Spider-Man goes next, right? And I think there's supposed to be a tie-in with Venom. So that was a pretty good movie itself, man. But yeah, man, I'm waiting. I'll watch it as soon as it comes out, probably on Disney Plus, man. I watched the whole thing.
Man. It was good. What other intakes you got on Spider-Man before we switch topics? Main man with the game plan.
All right, man. We talked about the trophy. Now let's talk about the checks, baby. How much money is in this Spider-Man? So give me 1 second. Let me pull up my sheet because I did some work. You know how when you're a kid and you go to school and you don't do homework, but when you finally do homework, you want to be able to share your homework. Okay.
Yeah, I got that research, right?
Yeah.
One time you actually did. I did my homework this time. I'm gonna check it. Want to see?
You know what I'm saying? Can I show you? No.
Let's see it.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Because you know what I'm saying. I want to share with the fans. You know,
I got the top 5 Spider-Man movies grossing so far. That's the only info I got though.
So here,
that looks like you see it right there. Oh, that's salary caps.
That the salary, damn it, boy. Damn it.
Let me borrow 100,000. Let me borrow 100,000.
It's 100 million.
Brand new day cost $225 million to make. First day, it said this was on Friday when I did this, by the way. It is now at $362 million. It cost them $255 million to make before advertisements, right? It said it was projected to through $355 million. It got to $362, beating Endgame at $375 million, which he's also in. Damn it, Tom Holland. They 15 to 20 million. And Mark Ruffalo, who wasn't, he only had an appearance. Like I say, Mark Ruffalo, you know, the Hulk was there, but Mark Ruffalo was there. You know, 12 million, 8 to 12 million. Zendaya was Mrs. Holland because you know they got married.
She also come from that mouse money.
5 to 8 million. John Bernthal.
She doesn't even have that many lines either, man. That's crazy. She's got like it's almost like cameo freaking clips.
The word star power. By the way, baby. Zendaya and Tom are married, so you combine that together in the
real life.
Real
life. Of course they are
married.
Yeah, I don't know this kid news, man. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me finish this because I know we got others to get.
Oh yeah, we do. My bad. Sorry,
you know what I'm saying? Punisher, 4 to 6 million. You know, John Bernthal, Sadie Sink, Jean Grey, who had nobody knew who she was gonna be just off her name alone. And she got 4 million. Now remember, I think Sadie Sink is from Stranger Things, right?
Stranger Things. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
That's what happened. That's what she was doing when she's been in this coma all this time. That's for anyone.
Man. She was filming. So you know what I'm saying. I'll go. The rest we don't need to go into any. You know what I'm saying. Michael, Marvin, you know, Jacob, Liza, and Tremel. You know, respectively, under their 4 million blessings. You know what I'm saying.
Hey, man.
It took 110 days to make. The start date of filming was August 8th. So it reached in 1 year from the actual production to the actual release. Nice. They did have a brief production pause because there was an injury on set. The wrap date was actually December 22nd. Why? Because they knew that Fire and Ice was coming out in December 18th, and that's when you got the first sneak peek of Avengers. You feel what I'm saying?
In there, yep.
Even though it looked like they was in New York, they was in Scotland, baby, and in England. If you didn't have a passport, you could not go behind the scenes.
Wow!
And the music that they used, "Wolf Like Me," "Loser" by Tame Impala, "Fire for You" by Cannons,
dope group.
"I'm Every Woman" by Shaka Khan, and the list goes on. Even Steve
Lacey,
Bad Bunny, Steve Lacey, Montoka.
Man, I only recognize 2 of those names.
Hey, but here's the crazy part about all of this, right?
Shaka Khan.
The movie made 900 million the first weekend. So look at this number, 225 million.
They made
let's
money
say without advertising, right? Let me go back to stop sharing. Let me grab back up in here. So without
355 million too.
Just let's say you got $300 million. we can make a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we at with it? Because maybe next week or during the week, I'll go over some more stuff about what Disney has been doing, which I'm not so happy about. But hey, you know what I'm saying? When you know how to make a Spider-Man movie, damn it, you got to do what you got to do.
You mean like that live action Moana bomb?
Oh, The Rock ruined that movie, man.
Hey, but I wasn't talking about that. I was actually talking about Marvel.
My bad. Sorry.
How we're not getting Blade, we're not getting Armor Wars, we're not getting a lot of movies that we have, POC of.
I was mad about that.
Films, but
I was mad about that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Armor Wars. I did.
Yeah, and I wanted to see the new Blade. You know what I'm saying? Marsha Ali.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He put out. You had sent us something. He put a statement out on that, right?
Oh yeah, he went in on Disney. He went in on Disney, but that's for another time because we got too much show to talk about. We got too much.
Okay. So all right. So that's our take on it. Most of us, I say two out of four. We say is the best. Donald said he hadn't really been intrigued with this current franchise yet, but maybe this one will catch him when he catches it on Disney Plus. Bobby, we spoiled it for her. She's still going tomorrow. She's a trooper. Hey,
still going tomorrow.
Hey, I gotta say, I still think that this particular Peter Parker is the best Peter Parker, though. Like Tom Holland, he is doing the best job as Spider-Man.
He's doing a kick-ass job,
damn good job.
I did like Andrew. What is it, Andrew
Garfield.
I liked his, man. I thought he did a good job. I'm still waiting for his part 3. I really like this version of Spider-Man.
I think just throwing shots in the dark. I think that Sony really needed to pivot from Spider-Man, the people doing Spider-Man without Kevin Feige, because if you notice, the reason why Kevin Feige has been like the head person in charge at Marvel is because he was actually attached to the Fox Marvel series. He knew how
original X-Men.
Yep. Yeah, he's been part of this whole Marvel thing. And when you got Spider-Man bombing, because Spider-Man was bombing with the second Andrew Garfield one, the one they had Jamie Foxx in.
I still liked it though.
I liked it. We liked it, but they didn't know how to promote it and market it right. So when Kevin Feige got a hold of it, he was like, damn it, let's just revamp the whole thing.
That thing gonna go. Thing gonna go. But speaking,
did they have a trailer at the end?
Say what?
I was gonna ask if they had a special trailer at the end of the movie, like in some of the other movies.
End credit scene. Yep. Stay after to see that.
Yeah. If you want to know, I'll tell you.
Yeah, tell what happened. Is there gonna be black Spider-Man suit with the Venom thing?
Well, let me just say this. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you watch Spider-Man, you always look for the action and excitement. You didn't get that at the end of this thing here. What you got was a glitch going to where Spider-Man will show up next. Now, we don't know if he's going to be in Secret War. I mean, not Doomsday, because when they did the chair reveal of the whole cast inside the Avengers Doomsday last November, where they showed all the people who are going to be in, Tom Holland's name wasn't in that chair. So he may pop up in Secret Wars. And they also wasn't on Earth. And we know the only thing that can keep the Spider-Man outside of the universe, unless he has that Iron Man Spider-Man suit or the symbiote. And the symbiote is the Black Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying, man. I recently saw this thing and doing the research for this shit. And one of the podcasters out there, man, his name is Cosmology. He put out the Secret Wars explained in 26 minutes. Yes. And like the way that's why I watched the Venom movie, because at the end of the Venom, if you guys watch the Venom movie, there's the super symbiont Noel who's looking for the one, and at the end he says he found the one that's like the best of them all. So if that's the Spider-Man Peter Parker, where there's like the tie-in right there, right? Like I don't know.
I see that. Awesome. Yeah. It was definitely, I think it was a setup for Secret Wars, because I read I can't think of the name of the author.
Comicsology.
There's two different Secret Wars storylines. The one from the 80s, and that's the one where
84 was what he was reading from.
That's when he originally got the Venom suit. But then there's the recent run that was like 2012 or something like that, 2015. They're doing it on the recent one. He does end up on Battle World. That's what happens in that run.
Battle World, yeah.
Run of Secret Wars. Dr. Doom try to save the multiverse. He creates his own world, which is like basically a collage of the universes, as many universes he could try to save. So the theory is that's him, that Peter Parker popping up on Battle World. So that's the theory. That's what happened in the comic book. So yeah, I think that's enough spoiling.
That's your history, man. You just revised your history, man.
Shit, don't go see the movie. Just watch our channel.
The stories have already been written, right? Like
they've been written. Yeah, it's a good point. There's another story being written right now, man. What's happening? What's happening in the NBA world, man?
Look, man. What? Let me ask you guys a question. I need to know from y'all. What happens when you take your best player, right, and then you move him? Your best active player, and you move him to another team that got 2 superstars. It's almost like a big 3, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about Ice Cube and his league. I'm talking about super teams.
I was trying to.
We knew back in the day we had LeBron James, we had Chris Bosh, and we had Dwayne Wade over in Miami Heat. Now they're making up some more noise because now we got Giannis over there, and we got Bam there, and Klay Thompson, you know what I'm saying? One half of the Smash Brothers, who is currently in Dallas. I guess it didn't go well with Kyrie Irving tearing his Achilles, and then Unibrow, you know, our main guy who used to be with the Lakers, Anthony Davis, who got us a chip.
Oh my gosh,
he gone. So you know, what I'm saying?
Luka.
So
Luka left.
Yeah,
he was the star of the Mavericks.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? But now Klay Thompson is in Miami, you know what I'm saying? And so I think we're in the era of the super teams again, because you know what I'm saying? It makes you think, where are all these players going and what are they really trying to do? Are they trying to compete in the East because LeBron is over there now? So you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna bring it back to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this: it's like, are we now watching the NBA build super teams? Somebody chime in and let me know.
What's your take on that, Bobby?
Listen, at the end of the day, all these people are freaking millionaires. Who gives a damn what team you're on? Shut up, play ball, collect a paycheck, and entertain the rest of us. Thank you. Good night. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
That's a good point. That's very great point.
I mean, you know,
we go get cash traded.
A lot of money to play some ball, man. I fully expect you to play well. Is what I'm saying. Whether you're a free agent, if you're really good, dude, you're not going to be a free agent for long. Let somebody pick you up and you go get trophies and get those conference finals wins for the next team that you're with. If the team that you're coming from didn't appreciate you, or you felt like you knew that you have raw talent that somebody else might be looking for, then you go do you. You go be the best you possible on a different team. Don't try to stay with some team just because it's nostalgic for you. No, start your own legacy. Figure something out. Go people out of another big 3 elsewhere. Go let them draw your talent elsewhere. So
I love.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, that's good.
What's your take on that, OG Millennial?
We're talking about Klay Thompson still, and his move in particular. Man, he's injury prone. Like a lot of times, he tends to play and then he gets injured and then he ends up sitting on the bench for the rest of the season and he's just getting paid to sit on the bench. I think that his prime days and his best days are behind him, unfortunately, because of the particular leg injury that he had. All right. Like that leg injury, I think it was an ACL and it kind of, it hurt the Warriors winning championships with him being on the bench, And when he was with Splash Brothers, that was great. He did set the record for having the most 3-pointers made in a single game. But, that was like 8 years ago. I feel like that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Now that we're in 2026, he's pushing probably his mid-30s. So, I mean, he could add value, but, I mean, he's not going to be as dominant as he was, 5 or even 10 years ago. He's an older guy now. He's a vet. He's not. He ain't no pro. He is a veteran. So but with that comes experience also. So,
So would it be considered if you put him on the team, is that creating a super team with him being added?
Well, He's your 6 man. You bring him off the bench when you need someone to score some points and your 2 or 3 position, right? You don't need to start Klay Thompson, especially if you're gonna. Where'd you guys say he was going? They're trying to put him in Philadelphia.
No, he's in Miami.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, they're trying to put him with Bam, right? So yeah, he would be a good relief. I mean, Miami, they got rid of a lot of point guards and shooting guards in that trade to get Giannis, so they are going to need some replacements. But I wouldn't put my trust in starting Klay off the bench, because if you do, it's probably going to be limited minutes because he's older now, and you got to protect his leg. You got to protect that leg.
Do you know what? Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
You know what the new rumor is, though, right? The new rumor is Russell Westbrook may be going to Miami Heat to finish off his NBA career.
They're going to party so hard out there. They're going hard, man.
Yeah.
They're just going to party.
Miami.
Yeah,
that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a party squad.
They're just going to take that heat money.
Hey, spin that. Spin that.
Yeah,
hey.
but yeah, man.
What was you gonna say, Corey?
I was saying Russell Westbrook is thinking about going to there. That's the rumor, the NBA rumor. You know what I'm saying? If you
he's old too, man.
You know, but Russell Westbrook gonna give you at least 20 points when he play, and he played off the bench last. He played off the bench last season.
All these guys have balled me out. You know, I'm not hating, but you got to look at the facts, man. A lot of the all-stars that we're talking about now, man, they're pushing towards the end. Not everybody going to be LeBron James balling out at 41, 42, man. Like,
you're right.
Would you call LeBron a phenomenon for being able to do that?
Yeah, you can't. There's a reason why he's special. Corey, why is LeBron special, man? You know, like, tell us.
Hey. You want me to tell you?
Fuck yeah, man. I know you as fans. You know number one.
He called me a stan.
No, a fan. Number one.
Yeah, he said fan. He said fan.
Call me a LeBron fan.
They said Klay Thompson came from the Golden State, right?
He came from Golden State, had a little stopover in Dallas, and then
one of the possible theories right now is another player from Golden State's actually coming over potentially to San Antonio, not to the Spurs, to partner up with Wemby.
Yeah, not Draymond Green.
Steph Curry.
Oh, something's happening in San Francisco, man.
Oh,
something's happening in San Francisco. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the Golden State moves out of San Francisco.
Corey comes here. If he comes here to San Antonio, that's crazy.
That's gonna be
them damn Frostbank tickets are gonna go all the way up.
Sure.
Look,
sheesh,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
But don't worry, baby. If you're a disabled veteran, you got them plates. The parking's still gonna be free.
If Steph Curry goes to San Antonio, y'all win the championship.
Well, a lot of people have figured out.
Come there, come on, man, come on.
I think the Spurs were so close. They were so close last year, you know, and you know they're still the Western Conference champions. Whichever way you slice and dice, it don't matter. But I think they're going to be strategic in who they do choose to bring over, so that the next time it's not going to be us showing up. It's going to be us bringing home the trophy. It's going to be a shoot. It's going to be a straight W for them.
Can I tell y'all what they need?
What's up?
They need a solid veteran on the team. They're all young.
Ooh,
but not LeBron. Like, stay over there.
Well, we know LeBron is spoken for in Philadelphia.
Y'all know I don't like LeBron. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But San Antonio, they have a solid squad. Like, they can run and gun. They can do all that. The only thing is they need somebody on the team, either on the bench or somebody who's, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be a player. If they can get some season, like if Tyronn Lue was to take a cut and go over there, or Steve Kerr was to be able to be on their general manager team and stop playing ball, he can get them conditions so they can run and not gas out in the
They don't need that. They got Greg Pop. They still got Greg Pop in the background.
They still got Pop. And even
Tim Duncan's out there too.
Tim Duncan is out there too.
Tim is out there all the time supporting and doing some sideline coaching. That's actually not a bad idea. We can definitely use some veterans on the team who are just sideline coaches. Yeah. Hey guys, this is what's going to work. This is what I've seen work. This doesn't work. Let's don't do this play. Don't even touch this. Put this in the back of the playbook. Let's pull this and out, because if we want to win, this is exactly what needs to get done. We need strategy on the field. We need to be tactical in our processes and stuff in order to get that next final win, you know?
Yeah.
What happens if he ends up going to the Celtics, man? The Celtics could use a good point guard.
Ooh.
Oh,
Boston is that city.
You got Jason
we'll have to revisit this.
You got Paul George.
We'll revisit.
You got Stephen Curry. That's a pretty good squad.
My question, real quick, about Thompson. What's that price tag, man? Like, what's his contract looking like for that move, man?
I don't know, but it's still, it's not that big.
Nah.
Well, for how many years?
Contract per year.
Only a couple of years.
He could probably only go for like 2 or 3. Because real talk, like you guys said, like he's on that. He's like a veteran. He's considered in that veteran stage as well. So
he's 36.
And I'm be honest with you. If LeBron took 8, all them other general managers like, look, if LeBron took 8, let's see how low we can go with these cats over here.
Good point. Did he
LeBron changed basketball for the good coming in and for the bad going out. He was like, everybody like veteran minimum.
Good point. He set a new standard.
Yeah.
If the superstar of the league took 8, why am I gonna give you more than that?
Yeah. Like,
you're not LeBron.
You gonna get 4.
Oh,
you gonna get 4.
Damn. Hey, you think they salty at him right now?
Probably.
Nah, because there are coaches and owners out there. They're gonna pay. They don't believe in that philosophy. Especially with salary caps the way they are nowadays. Nah.
Look, man, it's not about
I'm an
coaches,
owner of a team.
Coaches,
I'm like,
owners of the
you're not
team.
LeBron, dog. Like,
what I've learned, and I've heard owners say this from people who are in the NBA. They don't care about championships. They care about that bottom line. Bottom line.
Good point.
Then champions.
Good point. Yeah, who's bringing that money?
Because they think about it. The Lakers ain't gonna get another championship, probably for another championship run, probably for about another 3 or 4 years. Their team got to be conditioned, got reconstructed. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But they focusing on bottom line, because if they didn't, they would have paid LeBron $70 million to stay for 2 years, which is $35 million each. You feel me?
Yeah.
They wasn't gonna do that. And LeBron didn't want to be here. Let's just be honest. He wanted to go ahead and be able to go and compete again for a championship with a new team. Let him do what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? The owners would have been like, shit, we'll trade out AR. We'll go ahead and replace Luka. We'll try to do our best to get Klay Thompson, Splash Brothers, LeBron. And then you have Bam. And then if you got Giannis, that's your 5 right there. If the owners really wanted to make that happen to get a championship, they would have. They like, nah, you know what I'm saying? They know this Los Angeles. We got Denzel on the front row. Hey, he's already paid up for the whole year for his front seats. Man, it's about them dollars. It's not about
good point. Good point. So we're gonna keep it on the court, man, with this next topic, boys. It's time to switch topics. It ain't about them dollars, but it's about something else, man. What happened with Stephen A. Smith, man?
Shoot, man. Look, my man Stephen A, right? He put them. Look, we all know, right? Because you probably been affected by it too. I was, you know what I'm saying?
I was.
Like, you have to, at the time of the fact that when the vaccine came out, we had to do what we had to do in order to keep the type of lifestyle we were conditioned to. And so Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying? He went on and he apologized to all the players that were affected, that he went hard on about not getting the jab, but he especially apologized to Kyrie Irving, right? And I get it.
What's the jab? You're using this new age lingo.
Have you guys ever heard of COVID? Okay,
COVID, yeah.
COVID.
What is the jab?
So Stephen A. went and apologized based off of the information that we received about Dr. Fauci. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that a little later. He apologized about all the hardness and the hard ish he gave everybody, but specifically Kyrie Irving. And see, that's one thing I think a lot of us I'm
assuming the jab is the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, the COVID vaccine. Okay. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't hip. Like, I'm not hip. I need to know. Spell it out.
My bad. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard of the COVID vaccine? If you haven't, it was a vaccine that was out there that everybody had to get. And if you didn't get it, your livelihood was in jeopardy in a global pandemic where you need all the resources you had. They were like, if you don't take this jab, you're gonna lose your job. Don't take the jab, lose your job. Get the jab, keep your job. And NBA players, a lot of NBA, NFL, soccer players all across the world, you know what I'm saying? We're like, Nah. And then they had to miss certain things, you know what I'm saying? And I totally understand that because I got one dose, it made me feel horrible. And I was like, I can't, I'll take my chances with COVID. You know what I'm saying? And I did. And I'm still here. You know what I mean? But some people didn't. And then the people lost jobs. And Stephen A. Smith, he gave Kyrie Irving a ish load of disrespect and stuff, but he also had a reasonable to I wouldn't say he had his battle with COVID, right? Double pneumonia ain't something crazy, ain't nothing to mess with. A buddy of mine had it, and thank God he's alive to this day. Shout out to Chris. But you know what I'm saying? I get it. When you are a face of because he was the face of Brooklyn Nets at the time. You know what I'm saying? I do believe Kevin Durant was injured. What's old buddy name who came from the Clippers, who was a slam dunk champion, who not even
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Not Baron Davis. The beard. What's my buddy with the beard? James Harden. All of them were on the actual Brooklyn Nets at the same time. And when the COVID was going on, they had to sit out.
Yeah, that's when Jay-Z had this kind of taken over too, right? Didn't he like either a couple years prior, like
he helped bring the Nets with the overseas investor. One of the this is a Russian gentleman. He actually helped bring the Nets to Brooklyn with Jay-Z and a few.
I remember hearing that name, but I don't know the name.
But nonetheless, like I say this, it's like Stephen A. Smith. He did what most people did not do and apologize.
That's what's up.
And that right there gave me a lot of respect. When I first heard it, I was on the treadmill at the gym. I was like, damn.
And it's genuine.
It was genuine.
It doesn't sound like he's fake or he's reading off of something. Kyrie, I want to apologize. No, he's like, hey man, I messed up. I was wrong and I take full accountability for that, man. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
He made me learn how to apologize.
Nah, for real. Hey, when you got to teach someone how to give an apology, show them that video.
Show them that video.
Because I felt it too.
Yeah, I had to put it on 1.5 because it was going too damn long. But
he wasn't
even apologizing to me, and I was already forgiving him.
Yeah, I was like, I'll forgive you, dog. Like it's enough. He kept going. I was like, okay.
You know what else he's doing too, man? He's actually becoming more proactive and trying to shed light on the whole entire COVID thing by having Governor Rand Paul on his show, Straight Shooter.
Yeah.
And they spent about 20-30 minutes talking about how the taxpayer, the money that we're paying to our taxes, how it's being sent overseas to help fund some of these labs, and all that information that came out to be accurate and true, that, they were kind of hiding and denying for like the last, I don't know how, 4 or 5 years, right? And so that's what's getting most insight from me. And I'm glad that Stephen A. brought on Rand Paul and actually had somebody, because if you listen to Stephen A., he normally tends to lead more on the, he's more liberal. He has no shame in talking about it either, but he's one of those guys where he's willing to go and listen to the other side and pursue the truth.
That's good.
And, especially from like he's one of the top black YouTubers that I follow for news information on politics, to get a black perspective, because sometimes he goes and he'll listen to the other side and kind of give that insight to that. I don't get from a lot of other places.
And what's the name again?
Who is Stephen A. Smith? Oh, he had on Rand Paul, Governor Rand Paul, who's he's still a governor to this day, man. He's the one who's pushing Fauci right now so hard in court, and released the diary from Fauci.
Okay. Hey, I think you know what? It's time to get into that, man. I mean, take us into that, man. Speaking of Fauci, we might as well, man. What's up, man? What's going on with Fauci? Because this thing was so big that it caused Stephen A. Smith to give an apology. But it was driven from Fauci, man. Enlighten us on that, brother.
Yeah. So, and the crazy thing is the fact that he's not saying anything at this point kind of just makes it seem almost even that much more guilty from his part, the fact that he's not saying anything. But he 111 times pled the fifth when they were asking him questions in regards to the Wuhan, where it was founded, and just all types of questions. It was the Congressional.
He said the Wuhan.
He went to the congressional hearings, is what it was. So he was at Congress. They were all the people in Congress were asking him all these questions, and he had a rhetoric of pleading the fifth for each question.
Congress was doing their job again? What?
Yeah, and so he pled the fifth so many times that they started asking him just some ridiculous ass questions, right? And so here's a list of just some of the ridiculous questions that they were asking him that he pled the Fifth Amendment to, right? They asked him, what day of the week is it today? And he pled the Fifth Amendment. They asked him what color the carpet in front of him was, and he pled the fifth. They asked him what the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution said, and they asked him, do you know who wrote the Fifth Amendment? And just so many dumb, lame-ass questions, man. And he didn't have answers for any of them. So it's like, if you're gonna go on television and you have everybody who's concerned watching right now and not say anything about anything important, and then also not say anything about these stupid literal terms and stuff and questions, then man, how guilty does he look, man? And the fact that they released his diary, like Rand Paul, man, he made a book about this guy's diary, Dr. Fauci, and has 2 years of everyday journal entries. And I mean, I read some of them because it's open to the public. You could just read this man's diary and read everything that he wrote from 2020 to 2022. And that shit is so detail oriented, man. It almost reads like a manifesto if you read how precise and accurate his detailed journal entries were.
Give us some. Give us that. Our audience would be able, like,
I'll tell you what, I don't have that info on me, but you go to Millennial Nation Worldwide, I cut a clip in a video, and I got about 5 to 15 minutes where I'm explaining all of this stuff, right? And in order for me to give you the information, I'd have to show you a video. And you know, he didn't give me time. Or you told me I could have given you a video to pull up and you could watch the video right now. But ultimately, my question to you guys is do you guys even care? Like, is this important to you guys at all?
Me personally, go ahead, Corey.
I'm going to say it is important to know. You always want to know what's going on. But I'm going to be honest with you. It seemed like he's following instructions from a pretty expensive lawyer and a pretty powerful firm. Because somebody... Here's the thing. He know that if he gave information, he would have to give people. And if you give out the wrong people, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. So, you know what I'm saying? What he did was it right? I don't know, but I can tell you this. If it's going to cause the lives of your family and the people who can act, or your family security, I plead the fifth. What's your name? I plead the fifth. What's your sign? I plead the fifth.
Good point.
What's your number? I plead the fifth.
Yep. What's your name? I plead the fifth. What's your number?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do the Fauci.
Anything you say, I say.
Do the Fauci.
What you gonna say?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, we
look, only some millennials will know, right?
And our Gen Xers out there, man. Shout out to them too. You know what I mean? They show us love as well.
Yeah.
Like, so the thing is, you asked, do I care? I don't know what he did. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he's being accused of. Since I don't really follow politics like that, I don't know what the accusations are. So I would need to know at least an accusation to be like yay or nay. You know what I mean?
Can we get Bobby into the chat?
Bobby, enlighten me. Like, why should
I got my tinfoil hat on, Bobby?
I don't know. I don't know the info.
I live with my tinfoil hat on. It's just what it is. You know, first of all, I do think it affects all of us. I absolutely do. All day, every day, it affects all of us because he lied. I know that you're saying like you're not sure what he's being accused of. He lied. He lied about the origins of COVID-19, the gain of function research. There's a lot about like money that was going from here to there. There's a lot of shady stuff. There's a lot of contradicting statements and everything. They were saying the mask works and 6 feet away from each other works, and they came back. They're like, oh no, it doesn't. But here we are. Now you're putting laws in place. You're lying to people. You're manipulating them. And you're forcing a mandate on individuals. And I'm just going to put this out there. I'm not trying to attack anybody, but I want you to understand. This seems to be very one-sided. And when I say that, For example, Kyrie Irving, he didn't have a problem with the vaccine or people who chose to get vaccinated if they felt like that was in their best interest. The problem was mandating it was against one person's bodily autonomy. And there's only one side of the aisle that uses words like that. And it's not conservatives. But the same people that were like, shut up and take the vaccine are the same ones that are preaching my body, my choice. Shut up. What about my body? What about my choice? Don't I have a choice to put what I want and don't want inside of my body? We ain't the same, is what I'm saying. There's some hills I'm willing to die on. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I was willing to die on that hill. I got a bad NCOER. I had a sergeant major down my throat. Could care less. Throw your rank on me, baby. Gloves are coming off. Let's go. I don't care. I don't care. I was only one of two people. There was only two of us in my entire unit that were like, go to somebody else. Go to somebody else. I don't want to hear it. I don't got a problem with somebody who wants to get vaccinated. But when the mandates came down and they were like, you better shut up and take this, or we're going to take away your job and your ability to feed people. Then you're manipulating people. Then you're causing fear and instilling that inside of people. Then you instill panic inside of people. And then what happens? Friggin' toilet paper shortages. Stupid stuff that shouldn't have been happening. You know what I mean? That's manipulation and fear, causing panic with the American people. A lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, like I said, with the whole COVID issue. And I just ain't having none of it. I know things were different. Y'all were in California. We just don't play that. I just didn't play that game here.
And again, I want to suggest you guys go listen to the Stephen A. Smith show, Straight Shooter, with his special guest Rand Paul, because he literally explains everything that has to do with Dr. Fauci's involvement with the laboratory overseas in China 6 years before the COVID virus ever even happened. It was Fauci, when he was working with the health department, who set up the money coming from America to China to those particular labs. And the other thing that he lied about, that he's being testified under court, is the fact that he blamed it on an open air market. He blamed it on the wet market, which is basically saying it was the fresh food. They tried to say it was a bat. People were eating bats and whatnot. But it was found out that this was, and they did it by a geological search, that the funding that Fauci was bringing over was going to this facility, and it was called the Wuhan facility, man. And so that's where the investigations are really stemming from, is fraud, a whole lot of fraud and money laundering, and then other lies that are leading to everything that happened with the pandemic. Everybody who lost their job because they didn't, like, this is where I get affected by him personally, was because when they did all that shutdown shit, I was the guy who didn't get the vaccine, and I was persecuted and hated on by society for 2 years. And, you know, the fact that now 4 or 5 years later, people on the other side who were pointing their finger at me, are like, oh, well, shit, maybe it's true now. And, you know, and so that's happening. But the sadder part is there's a huge group of people who don't know about it and don't care about it either, you know. And with that mentality, this shit could happen again. How long is it until someone else comes in and tries to say, oh, this is what's happening and you can't do this? You're considered an essential person, and you're not considered an essential person. And now this is society, right? Who's really important is what they spent 2 years defining, man.
Corey got something. What you got?
I have a question, because I've lost several people to COVID, right? And do you think I lost them to COVID, or do you think I lost them to bad hygiene? You know what I'm saying? Because something was out there.
Some people are saying that the vaccine is what killed the people, not the disease itself. So that's the real question. And I don't know. I can't give you the answer on that, man. But I can say
they've had morticians try to come forward and say that during autopsies they have seen funky looking, like stringy blood clots that have caused severe heart attacks inside of people. And when those morticians were trying to blow the whistle on that, guess who came down and told them to shut their mouths if they wanted to keep their license to practice, their ability to feed their families? This is a giant freaking cover up, man.
Who was it? Tell us. Who was it?
You know who they is.
I don't know.
Let me ask you this.
I don't know. Enlighten the people. We need to know. For those who don't know.
So what I hear you saying is there is a group of people who took the vaccine and die
You
from
want
it.
a name? His name is Fred Soros. There you go.
Fred Soros?
There you go. There's a good name for you.
And who was that?
Tis one. Tis one of many.
I gave you the name. You do the research.
So again,
probably won't. But for those who don't follow politics, let us know.
Because I don't follow politics.
I don't follow politics. And
George Soros is the guy who's behind the guys. He's the guy who funds Black Lives Matter. He's the one who funds Antifa. He's the one who buys the big boats or the big buses, the big luxury buses for people to go from city to city protesting, creating chaos and anarchy in America.
Are you talking like shadow government type?
It's the big money. It's the big money donors, which is ultimately like corporate owners.
He just told you he's one of the main payers.
Yeah, it's corporate owners. It's people who own major corporations and have nothing but money in their back pocket. It's the pigs, the old war pigs like George Soros and other. Probably who runs that guy who leaves the Mavericks? Probably Elon Musk is one of them. I'm sure the guy who owns Facebook is one of them. And all those other multi-billion-dollar people who fund organizations are they. And George Soros is one name for you. Bam, and I'm done.
Okay. Hey, because I had no idea. I wasn't being, I wasn't trying to be funny. I wanted to know.
Start there. Start with George Soros and learn about Marxism. It's a mentality that people learn called Marxism. It's a philosophy.
Like you that's going to tell me. That's what
I can do. I know a little bit, but maybe another segment. Corey, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Another segment. Part two.
Hey, and yeah, that's a good way to end. We can talk about that going into next week. But the reason why I asked this question is because somebody very dear and near to me did die from COVID who didn't get vaccinated, and he had COVID. He had COVID in the hospital to the day he died. And so I understand there's this thing about not getting the vaccination, right? But 1.3 million people in America died from COVID. And I can tell you, okay, you may not believe it, Bobby, and I can understand that. I know
that's what the investigations are doing right now.
I know people who died from COVID. I know people who went to somebody's funeral and died from going to the funeral because they had COVID. Somebody else was there who got infected with COVID and died. This thing, so I get it. Y'all may not think that COVID. I ain't gonna say you don't think. I can't speak for what you think.
I'm not saying I wasn't real. I think that they inflated the numbers to scare people.
Okay, I respect that. So if something happened though. But something happened, right?
Oh no, absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, I'm not going to deny something did happen.
What do you do when you have people, something happened to them?
Yeah.
You need to do something about it. That's why when you get the measles, they say, okay, shit, the kid got the measles. How can we prevent 45,000 people to get the measles?
It's a little bit different though.
Good point. Right? Good point.
It's a little bit different in the sense that this virus was created by humans in a laboratory. This isn't something that just came out of nowhere like the bird flu or swine flu or mad cow disease or smallpox or influenza. This is something that was created and unleashed on society.
So how was this why I don't know HIV and AIDS? Now, because I guess the reason why I'm not moved is because we've seen this before. You know what I mean? Like we've seen it before with HIV and AIDS. As a black man, knowing our history,
they never shut down the country for that, though.
Say what?
They didn't shut down the country for that, though.
They didn't shut down this country.
I feel that it's just it takes a lot to move me. I mean, what's the end game? Is the end game? What was the purpose of it all? Was it so that Big Pharma can make money off the vaccine, or what's the theory of it all? What's the conspiracy theory? What was the purpose? Was it a Thanos?
You just named a part of it.
Population, like what?
You just named a great part. You just named a great facet yourself, Geronimo. It's part of Big Pharma. Absolutely. People got Big Pharma contracts, man, and they back a lot of political leaders.
Hey, them contracts was coming out now. I saw some of those. Them contracts was coming out.
So if they give a politician money and they get support from that politician, it's a lot easier for them to do what they want to do freely, like create shit.
Corey, you go, and then I'm gonna go after you, Corey. You go, Corey.
Okay, I get what y'all coming from. We got that. How do you? I guess what I'm trying to say, you have to understand when you do that, people going to panic. And when you panic, there's something that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Right. So my thing is this: if there is another, say for instance, breakout of a deadly virus, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you?
I can tell you what's
right
going to
now,
happen.
Right now, we're talking about the money.
We got the example already.
Excuse my language, people. Fuck the money. We need people to stay alive.
Yeah.
And if
we
you
already set the
if you're not
precedent.
giving them, if you're telling people to go do this, let's blame the media, because the media was pumping that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Now you got me all out of. You got the filter. You got the unfiltered for you. The media pumped that shit, telling niggas to go get the fucking vaccine. Telling niggas to go get boosters. It was like
6 months, a new
vaccine
booster.
city, right? It was vaccine fucking city. You can go get Johnson & Johnson. You can get Moderna. You can get whatever the fuck you can get. Or
Can't get Pfizer
in your motherfucking
right?
body. You know what I'm saying?
They did say you're not allowed to get the big one that was free. You know that they've been giving people forever.
I get that, but the seriousness of it, people died. I lost 13 people in the span of that. 9 of them was from COVID. 2 of them because of the fact that they didn't have enough resources because all the shit was being taken from COVID, and 1 was a murder, which I just you can't just do it. You know, that shit was just that shit.
And hey, but and anyone out there that lost someone to COVID or the vaccine or whatever, hey man, sorry if you lost, because it's real.
And I don't want to sound like I lack compassion. I do. I'm very compassionate
for that, man. But to Corey's point, man, like, what are you supposed to do, right?
What are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Because I had COVID twice. I got the shit twice.
I had it.
First time I got it, I was like, oh shit.
How do you know you didn't just have a regular flu though?
Because the nigga had diarrhea, and this fat motherfucker right here don't shit easily. Okay, so when I had diarrhea with the flu,
I've had a
unfiltered.
That was my number one.
I'm trying to be the main man with the game plan, but now I'm unfiltered. So what I'm trying to say is I know it was COVID. I tested this shit. I put the thing in my nose. The letters came out. This. I was like, okay. The first time I got the vaccines, I got the vaccination. The first time I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? The second time, I didn't get no more because I was like, you know what? I didn't like the way my body felt when I had it. But when I got it the second time, it felt just like the first time. So you can't tell me it wasn't COVID. The shit was COVID. You feel what I'm saying? My thing is, I wouldn't want to put my worst enemy through this.
Nah.
So if you know what I'm saying, we can point the finger. But my thing is this.
What are you supposed to do? What can you do? What are you supposed to do? Good question, man. Good question. I mean, because I know everything that was coming out, it was being pumped like, hey, the last time we saw it was the breakout of influenza. And we learned from that, the flu, hey, you should probably take the vaccine so you could build up an immunity to the flu and maybe not die from the flu, right? So most of us were like, well, shit, that makes sense. Let me go get that vaccine because when I get my flu vaccine, that protects me. So maybe I should get the COVID vaccine. That made sense to me. You know what I mean?
There's a difference between the choice and trying to make it mandatory too, though. You know, like they try to take away the person's choice and say that you have to do this. Is what they were trying to push at the time.
Vaccine is not mandatory. I guess for me, I lose a lot of that because I was in the military. When I was in the military, everything was mandatory. We didn't have no choice. We didn't have. I guess a lot of stuff don't move me because I was part of that cohort that had to get anthrax, and anthrax fucked my body up. Like I'm allergic to shellfish now because of anthrax. I'm allergic to gluten now. I'm allergic to bananas. None of these issues, that I never had.
It altered your DNA.
It altered my DNA. So, and then there was a class action lawsuit around that. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's not something I haven't seen before. So a lot of times this type of stuff doesn't move me. And then also too, I was saying earlier, as a black man, you know, our history, you know, syphilis they tested syphilis on some of our, you know, elders and stuff like that. So it's just like, it doesn't surprise me or shock me. So when you've been through it and you've seen it so many times from a government, you come to expect that type of stuff from a government. And that's, I'm like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, I hear everybody's point. It don't surprise me because our government has a history of doing that. So it's just like, I'm not surprised.
Bobby, man, you were going to say something.
What are you going to say, Bobby?
I asked you earlier if you wanted to do like just a simple breakdown because this is going to be like a part 2 and part 3. There's so many pieces. We're going to have to do
a whole different show. We're going to have
so many pieces to uncover. And if we did do a whole show just surrounding what happened with COVID, we would have to break it down into like 3 parts. For this first topic, this is what we're going to discuss here so that they'll flow into the next topics and stuff. But you said what is it about? I mean, like I said before, it's about control. I felt like this was a test. They wanted to see how far they were able to go to see how many people were willing to listen. see how many people are willing to obey.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are some lies being portrayed about what exactly is inside of the vaccine. And that was something I wasn't okay with when I was doing some research, and them talking about using aborted fetal cells to do that. I don't rock with that at all. I'm not going to have that.
No, I feel that. And I guess again, it's there were the other stuff that I mentioned, right? Like, okay, it may not have been the whole population. The government is shady. Government been shady. We know the government is shady. Black communities know the government is shady. So we're standing back like, oh shit, we told you. So I'm like, okay, there's not to invalidate that. That was messed up. All of that was messed up.
And Corey, listen, I sincerely apologize for any person that you did lose during COVID. I don't want you to think for a second that I'm downplaying anything that you feel, because that's not what we do. We're fam. We don't do that. I think though, because of the areas that you and I live in, we do see things very differently, because things in Texas, we don't see the same things that you do in California. Here, the two people that I knew that that got COVID and didn't survive were two people who, one, had underlying health conditions already, and two, when they did go into the hospital, were immediately put on ventilators. And it was said people who went on ventilators almost did not ever come off of them. That was almost a death sentence. And it was sad. And, you know, I lost both a brother and sister that I went to church with, that I was, you know, our families were close to and stuff. So I don't want you to think that we didn't lose anybody, but there was something shady that didn't sit right in my spirit. And I knew it. I knew it from the get-go. I knew it from the jump. Something was up. I didn't know what it was, but I was just going to sit back and be like, okay, what's going to happen? And I did what my husband told me to do. He says, hey, I understand what the media is trying to push. They're all a bunch of liars. And they are. They lie to us all the time. They're the ones who are pushing division in the nation. Stop watching the news. Like, stop.
There's just one more thing I want to add too, man.
Nothing good for you there at all. And so he just said, nope, we're going to sit back and watch. We're going to pray, and we're going to continue to hear from God and see what he wants us to do. And so we didn't. We never got sick. We never got COVID. And our family continued to do everything that we normally did. Nothing stopped. Our parties didn't stop. And when I say that, I mean like our kids' parties and stuff. Like, nothing stopped. Family barbecues, going out to eat, life went on. None of us ever got vaccinated or ever got sick.
Let me throw this out there too, because I've been in both, in Cali and Texas. So I've seen both, right? I went home to my grandfather's funeral because we did lose him for COVID. And I will say this. Texas was way more relaxed on our restriction than California was. Because when I went out there, man, during the time, you couldn't even eat inside. If you went to go get a restaurant, go to a restaurant, you had to, they had tents up and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back to Texas. At least I can go eat at the restaurant. They made you sit every other row here in Texas. But they were way more strict out there in California than Texas. Like, Texas was still pretty much popping. To Bobby's point, to where you still go out.
I could piggyback off of that too, man. You know, especially living here in Los Angeles, because that's the reason why this is so important to me, was because here in California and Los Angeles, we did face a lot of restrictions, right? And I was very fortunate to find out that I was an essential worker. Otherwise, I would have been one of the people who lost his job. And that led to a lot of the homeless problem that we have now, was those thousands of people who lost their job and never got back on their feet. And what happened with this last pandemic is it set a precedent. And the reason why it's important that we pay attention to this is because you asked what happens if this happens again in the future. Well, we now have a blueprint of what can happen, right? They can shut down the government. They can make people lose their jobs, take these vaccinations, and control the population. And if you're down with population control, then sure, that's cool. But if you're not against population control, and in some cases, some people fear farming, where some people just think population control is killing off people to control the population in some cases. But it's very important that we focus on what happens next, because if it comes out that this Dr. Fauci guy is hiding a whole bunch of stuff, and there are other doctors that come to trial and stuff like that, it will be able to bring some clarity to people, right? Like, Corey, you'll be able to know for sure what was it that killed your family member. Are you one? You know, like, there's a lot of stuff that can be discovered. And so, like, but if we just wash over it, then we would just be doing ourselves a disservice.
You guys are giving me a thought, right? You guys are giving me a thought. Because Fauci served under 2 different administrations, didn't he? He served under Republican and a Democrat. So I fought both of them for that. So I think the what I'm picking up here is the lack of accountability that our public servants have, right? Because how are the people that we are putting in the office getting away with this stuff, right? He was I'm not too familiar with his position, how he gets appointed, who appointed him. But he did serve under 2 different administrations, 2 different parties. And how did either or party let that happen? And how do those parties be held accountable versus him just being the fall guy, right? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm kind of picking up on is how do we get better at holding our representatives accountable?
You know what we need? We need a medical expert to come on and break down the medical aspects, because that's what this all is. It's all a medical thing. It's biology and chemistry, you know, that they use to create this shit. And so that's what we need more doctors like Fauci who have a difference of opinion and maybe listen to them.
Somebody, and those people that he was accountable to did not hold him accountable. He has 2 different administrations now.
Oh, it was Biden. He gave him the pardon though, right? So
did he? I don't know.
Yeah, Joe Biden pardoned Fauci dating all the way back to 2014. And this is why that goddamn interview was so important with Rand Paul, was because, and that's the reason why Joe Biden pardoned Fauci all the way back to 2014, was because he had ties with the fucking place in China, the Wuhan lab, and he was responsible for funding the money.
I don't let any administration off the hook. Where was the?
It was 3 administrations that he was.
Yeah, if you go back to 2014, that's Barack Obama, man. That's Barack Obama.
You had Trump as well. So how come? Where's that accountability for someone that answers to administration?
Well, it's to the Supreme Court, right? Like this Congress right now, they're going to trial, and hopefully, you know, there's enough light that gets brought on that they could, you know, take it to the Supreme Court. Once it goes to the Supreme Court,
to get that accountability. But
yeah, man,
and that's again
10
right.
years of court trials.
My main concern is these people get in the place, they forget who they serve or why they're supposed to be there, but there's no accountability during, you know, their term or whatever. Like, how do we fix that? Because that when I was listening to everybody, that's what I was.
We won't fix that because they forget. They forget that they're public servants and they're supposed to be serving the people. They don't give a damn about us.
Some of them are good. Not all politicians are evil.
I'm not saying all of them, but there's a lot of people that just completely forget. The right people pay them off. They should be like freaking politicians should be like
find out who's giving them money.
NASCAR racers, right? Let me see who your sponsors are.
Who's sponsoring you? Who's giving you the money? And do you support the people giving them money?
To either shut your mouth or push certain bills that are going to benefit those, but not these.
Like Big Pharma, everybody's on a medication.
So then I think what the other question should be is, what type of standard should we be able to hold them to their oath? Because they all take an oath. Even the doctors take a Hippocratic oath. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, if they're lying, they got to go to jail.
So it should be worse because even if they go to jail, the people who they broke their oath to, some of them die. Yeah, quite a few of them die. And if we're gonna go to doctors, we might as well go to Congress. If we go to Congress, might as well go to Senate. Then we go to Senate. Then we go to House. Then we go all the way up the chain. We go to civil service. Police officers.
It'll end in the Supreme Court in 10 years, right? This is going to be such a long investigation for the FBI and CIA that we'll have a lot of time to forget about it. You know,
they are all bought and paid for. I ain't trying to have any of it. This is fake. Nobody's going to be held accountable. He will never serve a day in jail for anything. He won't.
He or she.
He's been pardoned already. So no, yeah,
it could
be she. Who?
Well, it could be the lady too. She could be next.
What lady?
She had his cohort. What was her? Her name was I found her name, man. Deborah Burks. She was the lady who, if you watched anything when he was getting up there talking during the pandemic, it was him and a lady, blonde lady, short hair, who was always wearing a fancy scarf. And you know, so she's probably next. Her name is Deborah Burks. She's also one of the doctor who was saying the same stuff as Fauci, man. You know, so.
You get paid to sit up on a podium and say whatever they tell you to say. Whoever's paying your paycheck, you're going to say it.
You know, like a job to me.
Let me bring up one thing.
So yeah, we should be happy. We're all paying for it. We paid for COVID to happen to us, guys.
Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Do you remember when the mandate was pushed? Who was exempt from it? Do you remember?
Who was exempt? I don't.
Who
black
was
people.
exempt?
They said black people. They said black people couldn't get COVID.
No. You're misunderstanding me.
That was something that was put out there. But
who was exempt from the COVID vaccine
Know.
mandate?
I have no idea.
Oh, man, the mandate. Who was exempt from mandates?
The White House, Senate, Congress, Pfizer.
Huh?
And yes.
I didn't even know that.
But yes. So if you were an employee of Pfizer, you were exempt from any mandate. And the crazy part is where I used to live in the subdivision I used to live in, my neighbor, she lived 4 houses down from me. And she had come over one night. She was buying some kids' clothes for me or something. We were discussing it. And it just so happened to come up that she worked at the Pfizer facility. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, how do you feel about what they're doing? She said, have you taken it? I said, no, I haven't. She says, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, please don't do it. And I was like, she goes, don't.
Well,
they're lying
that Johnson & Johnson shot was bad. A lot of people it was making the news, the Johnson & Johnson shot. People were getting sick with that one.
I'm not saying she instilled any type of a fear in me because I just don't have that. But I'm telling you that it's raising a lot of questions.
Well, that's good. That's good because I mean, I would like to know, and I think a lot of people would like to know. This is, I mean, because we do not have a lot of time, but right. I think this is something we should keep tabs on because you made a good point earlier, Donna. You was like, it'd be so long, be stressed out so long, people forget about it. Well, maybe we can help them not forget because I want to know now. Like you got me now. I'm like, okay, we need to stay on top of it. Because
do you know what a false flag is?
Say what?
Do you know what a false flag is?
Hell yeah, we from the hood. We know what false flag is.
We know a different type of false flag.
Yeah, wait a minute, Corey. You might be thinking of different flags.
Thinking of different false flag.
We just had
no idea
YG
what you're talking about.
We just had a whole game banging session for verses a couple of weeks ago. So you need to enlighten me.
You know what false flagging is? It's different in military, but it's almost the same thing.
This don't have to do with any military. It's one of the steps of performing a psyop on people. Is where something. Oh,
what's a psyop?
Oh, cybersecurity, man.
Man, it ain't. Oh, psyop, man, it's a psychological operations. Y'all stop.
Okay,
playing.
There you go.
There you go.
You know damn well what a psyop is. They got you thinking one thing over here, but they got something else going on over here. So everybody's focused on this.
You ain't a crip.
Everybody is so focused on this issue, and then all of a sudden something major pops off over here, and then before you know it, this becomes a distraction to what's happening over here.
Like
this is what they're doing.
Like
and you gotta have exactly with the Epstein files. How did they all of a sudden drop off the media? How come they're no longer talking about it?
Because Donald Trump got exposed and then it all went quiet.
Went quiet, baby. It went quiet.
Craziness.
That's exactly what happened. Donald Trump got exposed in that shit, and then it just disappeared.
Bomb Iran.
That's exactly what happened.
What? Huh?
We at war. What?
What
about that?
That's a whole other direction for a whole other show.
Whole other show.
I do want us to stay on top of this, because this is real stuff, and I think it affected families, and we talk about family stuff here, on this in this community. So I want to stay on it. Thank y'all for that. But we were talking conspiracies. We about to wrap this thing up, but for anyone tuning in right now, tune in next week because we're gonna talk more conspiracies. We got more for you coming up. Because with this one planted the seed, we got some more conspiracies to talk about next week. But again, for anyone that did lose someone during the whole COVID pandemic when it was happening, sorry for your loss. I lost someone. Corey lost a few people, man. That was just a sad situation, and we definitely got to do a better job holding this government accountable because yeah, they shady, man. They shady, but
don't give up your guns for the love of God. Don't give up your guns, and if you don't have them, you better get on it and exercise your Second Amendment rights.
True.
In states that you can.
Just saying.
Good point. It's hard to do that in Cali.
The left side of this screen is in Texas. The right side of this screen is in California. So we can't even have guns unless we have it in our trunk.
It's very difficult. Yeah.
The trunk.
So
you need a Glock on this side and this side just in case. You know what I mean?
Not even allowed to use it. If you use your gun in self-defense, you could still get charged as fucking murder, man. It's crazy.
Cali is something different, man. That's the reason why I'm still
you gotta have a paint gun.
Yeah, it's like you're only allowed to like shoot them in the back or some shit like that.
Hey, man.
Those are weird.
400 pounds of pressure.
For anyone tuning in, man, if you're watching this right now, I got a favor to ask, man. Go ahead. If you're on YouTube, click that subscribe button, that like button. If you're on Facebook, click that follow, click that like button. If you're on IG, show some love, leave a comment, click the heart button on IG. You know what I mean? Thanks for stopping by. But we about to sign off. But before we sign off,
hold on.
Let us know who you are.
Sergio, Sergio B said, can you, I think he want to educate him about the PSYOP stuff. Next week, Sergio, we got you.
Come in.
What PSYOP? What you talking about?
PSYOPs.
What does that even mean? What is a PSYOP mean?
Earlier?
It's a psychological operation. It's one of the sister MOSs that I did in the military. So we'll talk later.
We'll talk more. What's the MOS for those that don't know?
Your MOS is your JOB. It's your military occupational specialty.
There you go.
I was a 38 Bravo and a 17 Echo. Both civil affairs specialist and then electronic warfare officer.
Oh. So Sergio, check in with us. We'll break that. So don't forget that we owe Sergio an answer now.
Yeah, because he said he knows.
Show up, Sergio.
The military. Sergio said that's your man from the mainland.
That's my man from the man. They told me that.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a last name, Sergio.
Sergio B. He know. He said you know who he is.
Okay. Okay. I'll probably do. I got
said MOS. We call it the AFSC.
An AFSC.
AFSC. Yep. Okay.
That sound like FOREIGN to me.
I think what you're saying is with all these guys, don't test them. Don't FA or you'll FO. Yeah. How do you get those initials?
We know that.
You'll be DOA.
Something else we can help them find out. And thanks for love, Sergio. You know what? I think I know you, Sergio. Hey, thanks for stopping by and showing love, man. I know exactly who it is, but we're about to sign off, man. Like before we get off this thing, we're gonna go around, let folks know what they do. You said it earlier, but hit them again, Mr. OG Millennial. How can people get in contact with you?
Yeah, man, we're doing you can check me out at Millennial Nation Worldwide on YouTube and Instagram. Doing all types of posts. I put out a video on this whole Dr. Fauci thing about 3 days ago. I got the actual interviews with Rand Paul and Stephen A. I clipped it and played it so you could actually hear the words from these guys' mouth as they explain everything that I was talking about earlier with the whole Wuhan thing and the tax dollars going to fund it and everything. But yeah, man, so chime in, Millennial Nation Worldwide.
Yeah, man. The Millennial Nation Worldwide. How you doing, Millennial Nation Worldwide? There you go.
Worldwide.
And then the main man with the game plan, man. Hey, let them know how to get in touch with you, sir.
Look, it's your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. Hit me up on all platforms, Corey, Corey, Giovanni, Giovanny. You see me, go ahead, click like, comment, subscribe, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Send me a DM if you want to get paid doing podcasting, because that's what I do. I help podcasters get to the money.
Hey, we need that. Miss Bobby.
Money.
God, let these folks know what you're doing, how to get in contact with you, Miss PSYOPs.
All right, let's talk for just one quick second. All right. Listen, if you're in the San Antonio area and you are looking for a job and you're trying to get into the government sector, reach out to me on Facebook, Bobby.Lopez.5, or find me on Instagram, send me a DM. Let's connect so that I can help you get your resume together. And I've got a couple of jobs lined up with a really good firm to help you get your foot in the door if that's something that you're looking for. If you've got a clearance, or even if you don't count yourself out. Let's talk. Let's work together to get you employed so you're out there taking care of your family. All right. Bobby.Lopez.5. You can find your girl, Bobby Lopez, on Facebook. Ain't nothing fake about what you see. Check out my profile.
Hey, she ain't never been fake. Hey, they got some good.
She a real one,
man. She a real one, baby. She a real one. And I'm Geronimo. I'm the ambassador of Technically Speaking. So if you want to hit me up, just hit the page up. I'm right here. If you're on IG, I'm there. I'll see it. If you're on Facebook, I'll see it. If you're on YouTube, I'll see it. Just hit us up. Other than that, man, thank you for the love. We appreciate that. All the new folks that came in and rocked with us on Facebook, man, we love you. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Happy Monday. Y'all have
thumbs up to y'all.
Good night. Let's
good week. God bless.
Be safe.
Corey.